Hello everyone, welcome to Rayman 2 Redreamed Demo. The demo for the fan remake of Rayman 2 The Great Escape, taking bits and pieces from every version of the game and making the definitive experience. And I have to say that the team have done a fantastic job. Remember when Shia LaBeouf said, "Don't let your dreams be dreams"? Well, the creators of this game certainly didn't let their dreams be dreamed. They redreamed the entire game, in fact. Honestly, I'm really glad that the Rayman fandom is not only still thriving, but still actively making content for the franchise. It's a wonderful thing, really. I don't think I'm sucking on this game's toes too much in saying that Rayman 2 The Great Escape is one of the greatest 3D platformers of all time. Or at the very least, it's one of my favorite 3D platformers. One of my first usernames actually on the internet was Ray_man_duh, as in DA_man. And that was when I was like a very little kid, so that just goes to show you how much I loved the Rayman games in my childhood. But can you really blame me? The world is so fantastical and harmonious. The epitome of gaming beauty, I would even go as far as to say. I actually confused another kid at my school who thought that my name was Ray due to the aforementioned username.
Lums have such interesting powers. Makes me wonder where they all came from.
That's not a bad voice for the character. I like that for Rayman. And time to flick the switch. Flickety flick. Flick flick flick. I remember I used to frequent the Rayman Zone forums a lot back in the day. Back when they were a thing. And I was this dumb kid who would post on the forums lying, saying that I was making my own Rayman fan game, and when other people naturally called me out on it or asked for proof, I made a crappy Microsoft Paint mock-up image with Rayman 1 sprites on a bright pink background, and it looked about as laughably cringe as you're probably imagining. Even today, I probably couldn't make something like as good as this. For me, one of the fascinating things about the Rayman games is that there is no consistent lore between the games. There is some natural crossover, but Rayman 2 feels very different, feels entirely different from Rayman 1. And then Rayman 3 went in a completely different direction, darker and grittier. And then you had Raving Rabbids and Rayman Origins, which went even further off the deep end, being a completely different direction for the franchise. I would say that the Rabbids, how would I phrase it? I'd say that they took the world by storm. Effectively being what the Rabbids were for video games, what Minions were for like animated movies, I guess. And everyone was trying to be the Minions back then. I'd even go as far as to say that the Rabbids did to Rayman what Skylanders did to Spyro, by basically dethroning the original franchise that they spawned from, and becoming their company's main cash machine for a while there, which is like all well and good for the kids that like that kind of thing. But personally, I think that video game companies should adhere to the whims of millennials like me with disposable income. Screw what the kids want; it's all about what I want. And now we are under the water. I am under the water. Sorry. That's a meme. That's a satisfying sound effect. I love the sounds of picking up the blue lums right here. That's very nice. I'm not usually a fan of swimming controls in video games, but this one feels really good. I like this one. It's got a weight to it. Now, I have been playing a lot of Donkey Kong Bonanza lately, and I have to say, I am not a huge fan of platformer games with, like, big, huge, wide open spaces. I mean, I don't mind them, but I'm going to expose myself a little bit here and say that I have a terrible sense of direction. Back in the day when I used to play Minecraft with friends, whenever I would die and respawn, I would have no idea, like, which way to go, even with very explicit instructions. So the spaciousness of modern games just doesn't really do it for me. Like Pokemon Violet, Breath of the Wild, you know, the thing where you like put a pin on a map and then you have to like go there. I miss stuff like Crash Bandicoot, which I guess was just one super long corridor every single level. And my favorite game of all time to this day is still Croc Legend of the Gobbos. But I digress. But Bonanza is a good game. I'm not saying that it's not a good game, by the way. I'm not complaining about it. I just figured I'd take this opportunity to vent a little bit. Bonanza's a very pretty and very fun game. But I'm also glad that there has been a lot of PS1 remasters and remakes lately. You know, there's just something very distinct about the vibe of PS1 and PS2 games. Remakes like Spyro the Reignited Trilogy, and there's even this fan remake, I believe, of Toy Story 2 for the PS1 called Toy Story 2 Reassembled. And if you haven't seen that, I genuinely think you should check that out. It's very similar to this, actually. So far, that game looks fantastic. I really hope that they don't get a cease and desist because I really want that game to come out. I want it to come out in some kind of playable format, or maybe a playable demo at some point. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments section. What would you like to see in terms of classic 3D platformer remakes? For me personally, it would probably be Banjo-Kazooie, or honestly, another Mario 64 remake. Like they had the one on the DS, and of course you have Project Render 96, I should say. But I'd love to see a Mario 64 in like the Odyssey engine or something similar. That would be a lot of fun, honestly. Just bring the Mario franchise back to basics, is what I say. Oh, actually, Rayman, not Rayman, Mega Man Legends. Mega Man Legends with shiny graphics is a game that I would really like to see. Sorry, I had Rayman on the brain. I wonder why. Now, this section, I think I'll just let it speak for itself. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, nice. Nice. Got that fish in the teeth. Hell yeah. Yeah. This section is just gorgeous. It really gives you a chance to just look around and appreciate, like, all the finer details that they added to the game. You know, what was it called? The company that made this? New Dawn? New Dawn did a fantastic job. Just about a fantastic job on everything here. Now, if I remember correctly, you stand here and he throws the bomb, and there you go. Awesome. And perfect landing. And perfect landing. And parkour! And parkour! And parkour! Parkour! Oh, gosh. What am I gonna do with me?
Doesn't come with any spiders.
Me, can't live with me, can't live with— Ah! Ah! Damn it. Ah! Why? Okay, I'd actually need to— No, that wasn't fair. Did it do that in the original game? I can't remember if it did that in the original game. I think there's like a pattern to it. Parkour! You know, you really do have to appreciate the amount of effort that goes into the nuance of making a game like this, because it isn't as simple as just taking the original Rayman 2 The Great Escape 3D assets and just simply upscaling the textures like a, you know, hit and run remaster, fan-made remaster. Like, they actually went in and tried to find, like, the intention of, like, each of the what they were going for with the original art design, and trying to remain faithful, trying to be true to what they were going for, while still adding like a bit of a modern touch, and you really got to appreciate that. Cool. Like, they full on went in there and they like redesigned everything from scratch, complete with sketches and everything. You know what I miss regarding the Rayman franchise? I miss Mr. Dark. Like, Mr. Dark was the main villain of the first Rayman game, and he never really appeared again. Like, I guess technically he had an appearance in Rayman Origins, but he didn't really have his original design in that game. It was kind of an offshoot of the original design. I'd like to see, like, Mr. Dark return in, like, a Rayman 3D platformer, like, full on in 3D. That was really dumb. I don't know why I ran into that. I'm usually pretty good at avoiding those electric beams. That did not happen. We're gonna ignore that. That one didn't count. But yeah, I would have absolutely loved it if Mr. Dark had appeared in Rayman 4. I mean, the hypothetical Rayman 4. But very similar, actually, to in Duke Nukem Forever, which I don't know, heaven forbid, why I would bring up that game. But Duke Nukem Forever had a DLC where you go up against Dr. Proton from the original side-scrolling 2D platformer Duke Nukem game for MS-DOS.
Free me, Rayman.
Okay.
Find the machine and destroy it.
I'll get you out of here, Lee. Hang on.
I definitely had a crush on Lee as a kid. I mean, what? Who said that? Who said that? I mean, the polish of this demo is absolutely fantastic. Even fighting the robo-pirates here is extremely satisfying with the strafing and, yeah, it's really, really good stuff. Yeah, I remember this bit. You gotta throw the barrel explosive up into the air and then catch it, while simultaneously also shooting at the bombs that are coming at you. Pretty easy once you get the rhythm down, honestly. This might be a weird way to phrase it, but this looks like how we imagined this level to look when we were kids, if that makes sense. When you go back to the original PS1 or Dreamcast version, obviously the graphics are still very detailed, but with a remake, they like enhance a lot of the tiny nuanced details. So this is definitely the enhanced version of the idea of what this like room represented in the original game. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to say something profound and the words aren't really I'm not finding the words. I will say this. I will say this. I've been glazing this demo a lot, but if I have your permission to be, I want to say a little bit critical of this cutscene right here, I like it. It's good. There's sort of a transcendental quality to it, but the characters feel a little off-model. Nothing wrong with the rendering style, with the shading and the colors, the color choices. Those are all superb. Like, chef's kiss. Mwah. But I think the art assets probably need to be put back in the oven a little bit, like, so that they match the 3D models a little bit better. Like, I just think that Rayman's proportions here are just slightly off. I could be mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think it could be a little bit more on model, if that makes sense. It does take me out of the game a little bit, but again, trying not to be harsh. For a fan-made project, this is incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. And it is the one part of the demo that I think lacks that, like, airtight polish. Like, nearly every other aspect of this game, from the graphics to the like tiny nuanced details to the sound design, all that stuff. The creators really went above and beyond. I'm not gonna lie. Just the cutscenes. That's the one area that feels a little bit could be a little bit better. I'm trying not to be too harsh because I'm not really that good of an artist myself, so I can't really say all that much about it. I think that the rendering and the shading is really good on the art assets, but definitely I don't think that's probably what's going to end up in the final game. I think they're probably going to redo that, so it looks a little better. I seriously can't wait for this game to come out fully, though it's probably going to take a really, really, really long time to make. It took a really long time to even get to like this state of the current build that we're playing. Even so, I'm looking forward to all the little happy little updates. What am I saying? I'm looking forward to all the little updates and so forth that will likely be on their social media at New Dawn Games. Honestly, excuse me. I'm just really happy to be playing what is effectively a new Rayman 3D platformer. Like, there's this joke that Rayman 2 has been ported to every single console in existence, but we've never really had a, like, proper, like, from the ground up remake of Rayman 2. And to be honest, I didn't really like Rayman Revolution's hub world. I definitely think most games should have a simplistic level select screen, similar to what the original Crash Bandicoot games did, or even what Crash Bandicoot 4 did. Speaking of Crash Bandicoot 4, I am genuinely really sad that we never got the original plan for Crash Bandicoot 5. Because there were some details about Crash Bandicoot 5 that leaked a while back. It was originally going to be a Crash and Spyro like crossover game, I believe. They made some like really, really cool, sweet as hell concept art of Crash Bandicoot. Like, I think he was in like Spyro's world, and the story they were going for, it looked pretty neat from what I saw. Crash and Spyro definitely deserve more love, and they definitely deserve more games. Oh man, I really wish we got Spyro 4. There are rumors, actually, that the creators of Rayman are currently making 2 new Rayman games. Like, 2 completely different styled games. I can't remember, like, what the rumors were off the top of my head. But here's hoping that we get to see some of those games eventually. Definitely hoping for another Rayman 3D platformer. I mean, Legends was good, but come on. You know, come on. We've had enough of Legends. I think Rayman needs to go back to this style in a new game. Definitely, how he appeared in, what was it, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, I think it was. Definitely how he appeared in that game was like a glimpse into what I'd love to see for like a new Rayman game. Anyway, I don't normally do videos like this, so let me know if you want to see more of the solo commentary thing. If not, that's perfectly fine as well.